A ship sits trapped in thick ice in the far north. The crew swings axes and hammers at the frozen sea, hoping to break free before the cold gets worse. Hours pass before the ship's doctor calls for Captain Anderson. He points at a glow on the horizon. It looks like fire burning in a place. Anderson gathers a small team and moves across the ice to investigate. The men walk through the silent snow until they find dark blood scattered across the white ground. Then they find a wounded man lying in the cold. His name is Victor. As they try to help him, a deep roar echoes across the ice. The men panic and rush Victor back to the ship. They grab their guns and wait in fear while the roar grows louder. A huge creature appears through the storm. The men open fire, but the bullets do nothing. The creature reaches the deck and knocks men aside like they weigh nothing. It demands that they hand Victor over. The crew refuses, so the creature attacks again, sending bodies flying. Anderson grabs a shotgun and fires with all his strength, forcing the creature to fall off the ship. The men pull the ladder up to stop it from climbing again. The creature stands on the ice, raging, and starts pushing the ship hard enough to make it tilt. Anderson fires once more, hitting the ice under the creature's feet. The ice breaks and the monster sinks into the freezing water. The men catch their breath while the doctor treats Victor. Victor tells them the creature will return because it cannot die. He also says he created the monster himself. As the crew waits in fear, Victor begins to explain how all of this started. Victor grows up as the son of Leopold, a famous but cruel surgeon. Leopold marries Victor's mother only for money and controls every part of her life. The parents fight often, and their shouting leaves young Victor terrified. He hides with his mother after each fight, feeling her sadness and fear. When she goes into labor, Leopold rushes to deliver the baby. The child lives, but the mother dies in the process. Victor never recovers from losing her. Leopold now gives all his attention to the new baby, William, and ignores Victor completely. Victor studies medicine under his father, but Leopold teaches through fear. If Victor answers wrong, Leopold hits him with a stick. One day, Victor confronts him and says he let his mother die to get the son he wanted. Leopold answers that no one can defeat death. Victor swears that one day he will. That night, he dreams of a dark angel burning in flames, and the image pushes him to become a better surgeon than his father. In the present, the creature climbs out of the frozen water and searches again for the ship. Meanwhile, Victor explains how he traveled across Europe after Leopold's death. William goes to live with relatives, while Victor devotes himself to medical study. At the Royal College of Medicine, Victor presents a stitched body and uses electricity to make it move. Professors call him a madman. The crowd shouts at him, but one man, Henrik, watches quietly. Henrik follows Victor outside and tells him his brother William will visit soon. He invites Victor to return in 3 days to see something important. Victor visits Henrik and sees a detailed preserved nervous system on a wooden slab. Henrik shares theories about energy inside the human body, inspiring Victor further. Henrik offers money, tools, and a place to work in exchange for knowledge. Victor thinks about it, then agrees. He later meets William and William's fiancée, Elizabeth. But the dinner is tense. William mocks Victor, and Elizabeth calls him foolish. Victor returns to his thoughts and soon follows Henrik to an abandoned castle. There, he sets up a secret lab. He begins buying bodies of executed criminals and collecting parts for his experiment. He also sees Elizabeth often. She loves insects and small wonders, and Victor grows attached to her gentle curiosity. But his work slows, and Henrik warns him that he is wasting precious time. Victor works through failures until one stormy night he realizes what his machine is missing. He rewires the battery and makes a dead body move again. Henrik and Victor then travel to battlefields to collect more bodies. Victor picks the best parts to build a new being from scratch. Henrik takes photographs of the process. But Victor soon discovers Henrik's real plan. Henrik has cancer and wants Victor to transplant his brain into the creature. Victor refuses, saying the disease has spread everywhere. Henrik becomes angry and threatens Victor with a piece of equipment. They struggle, and Henrik falls down a shaft and dies. Victor rushes back to the lab as the storm hits. Lightning strikes his machine, sending power through the creature. When Victor checks the body, he thinks it failed. He leaves in despair. He wakes the next morning and hears someone breathing nearby. The creature stands in his room. It copies Victor's movements like a newborn learning to live. Victor shows him sunlight and gently touches his chest to hear a heartbeat. Then he chains the creature in a tunnel to keep him hidden. Weeks pass. The creature grows stronger but cannot speak. Victor barely sleeps. He wants the creature to obey like a machine, not grow like a child. Elizabeth visits the castle and discovers the creature. She speaks kindly and tries to teach him words. The creature slowly learns her name. Victor hates the bond forming between them. And when the creature disobeys, Victor strikes him in anger. The creature bends a metal poker with ease and repeats Victor's name again and again. Victor decides the creature is too dangerous. He lies to William and says the creature killed Henrik. He sends William and Elizabeth away for safety. He covers the lab with fuel and sets it on fire. The creature cries Victor's name from the tunnel, desperate for help. Victor hesitates and turns back, but a huge explosion knocks him across the room and badly injures his leg. The tower collapses in flames. Elizabeth returns too late and believes the creature died in the fire, but the creature escapes through a drain and falls into the ocean. He reaches shore and wanders alone. He finds a forest, sees deer for the first time, and eats berries. Hunters shoot at him, thinking he is a monster. He hides in a farm shed and watches a blind man and a little girl. He follows them in secret and learns kindness from their gentle lives. The blind man teaches the girl to read, and the creature listens through the walls. Soon, he learns to talk. He helps the family by leaving wood and fixing fences. The blind man believes forest spirits are helping them. The family leaves for winter, and the blind man stays alone. The creature enters the house and meets him. The blind man welcomes him, thinking he is a traveler. They talk and read together. The creature says he dreams of a name, Victor. The blind man says to follow the dream. The creature returns to the ruined castle and finds Victor's notes and Henrik's photos. He learns who he is and who created him. When he returns to the farm, wolves attack the house. The creature kills them to save his friend, but the blind man dies from his wounds. Hunters arrive and attack the creature again. He survives everything and decides he wants a companion to share his endless life. Victor, now using a prosthetic leg, struggles with guilt and dreams of the Dark Angel again. On William's wedding night, Victor visits Elizabeth, but she slaps him and forces him away. She still keeps the creature's leaf, showing she never forgot him. That night, the creature enters Victor's room. He begs Victor to make him a mate. Victor refuses, so the creature throws him across the room. Elizabeth hears the noise and runs in. She sees the creature and softens, remembering the bond between them. Victor grabs his gun and fires. Elizabeth shields the creature and gets shot. Guests rush in as the creature carries Elizabeth away. William dies shortly after and blames Victor for all the suffering. The creature brings Elizabeth to a cave. She says she never felt like she belonged in the world, but she belonged with him. She dies in his arms. Victor arrives, and the creature demands that he finish what he started and end his pain. Then he runs, forcing Victor to chase him for weeks across frozen lands. The hunt leads them to the North Pole. Victor camps on the ice with dynamite and ammo. The creature arrives and breaks Victor's last good leg. He forces Victor to light the dynamite. The explosion hurls Victor across the ice. The creature survives once again. This is how Anderson and his crew find them. Victor holds the creature's hand and apologizes. He calls him his son. The creature forgives him and kisses his forehead as Victor dies. Anderson steps aside and lets the creature leave. The creature pushes the ship free from the ice as a final gift. Then he walks across the frozen plain and looks at the rising sun, remembering the moment Victor first showed him light. If you enjoyed this recap, subscribe to Epic Cinematic Recaps for more.